Hey guys, welcome to CIT 135. My name is Jeff Seaman and I will be teaching your course this semester. I'm the professor teaching the course. This is an introduction video. Everybody in class will have to do the same thing. You could do an introduction video on your computer like I'm doing, or you could use you could use your tablet, you could use your phone. The key is posting a link to your video on the discussion board. That's your initial response. Then to follow up with other people's to get the full points for the week, you will need to follow up at least a minimum of 2 times. So the first initial post is worth 10 points. In order to get the 20 points, you'll need 5 points. Will be the first message that you reply to someone, welcome them. The second will be another person that you respond to. Pretty straightforward, easy points. So introduction, I'm looking for, and it says it in the discussion, just tell us where you're from, what you're going for here at the school. Are you going for a certificate, a degree, or you're just looking to take a course? Something personal about yourself, and start from there. So I've just introduced myself. I've been in software development for almost 20 years. I've worked in web applications. I worked on multiple different programming languages, from working with ASP.NET. I work with Java. I've developed in JavaScript, PHP, backend SQL. I worked for the data warehouse design. So I've did a ton of different designs. I worked as a software engineer for a number of years. Initially started off as a database administrator for a software company, then grew into a software development role. I also worked as a ASM, Application Systems Manager, and Director of IT. So I've had a ton of different titles over the course of my career. I've worked for CCAC. That was my first teaching job, was with CCAC in 2015. I started off at the McCandless up at North Campus, but I've taught a class or two at the Allegheny campus. I've also taught at the Monroeville campus, Boyce, and I've also been teaching at South Campus. But I live near South Park, so it made sense that I would have the opportunity to work closer to CCAC South because it's closer in distance. So I've been teaching here at this school for about a year at least. I also teach part-time in a college called West Liberty University. They are over near Wheeling, West Virginia. I teach graduate school, so they have an introduction to technology course, and I teach it usually once a semester. But sometimes it could be more based off the need for my services. And finally, I've got out of the industry, and I've actually been teaching at Point Park University. I am an assistant professor there in computer science. This is my second semester teaching there. So that's where I spend most of my time at. I guess you can see the Point Park shirt. So I mainly just teach software development, and I teach database classes, and eventually some graduate courses will come up. A little bit about myself. I grew up outside of Pittsburgh, probably about 70 miles outside of Pittsburgh, in a very small town of maybe 160 people. Small, very small. So I've been married for almost 20 years. I have 3 kids. My oldest is a senior in college. I have a daughter who's a senior in high school, and I have a son who is 13. So he's I think last year in middle school, heading to senior high. Time goes by pretty quick. Something personal about myself. I used to enjoy playing basketball. I'm 6'7", so it's kind of, I had to play basketball type of thing. But I tore a couple of my knees. I had a meniscus tear in both knees, so that kind of blew my chances of playing basketball for a while. So my basketball, I kind of hang up my shoes for a while. All I could do is shoot around, so I can't do anything I used to be able to do. And one more other thing is I enjoy wineries. Yeah, it makes it kind of funny though. It's like I enjoy wineries. Who doesn't enjoy to have a drink from time to time? But mine's more of the experience. My wife and I like to travel to different wineries across the United States. Napa Valley, we like to go in Woodinville up in Washington State. We do a lot of wineries in Washington State. The Finger Lakes in New York, here in Pennsylvania, Ohio. We've been all over traveling for wine. It's a fun thing I like to do, and it's just I like to blog about my experiences, because it's a good thing for other people to see what my experience was, and maybe it'll encourage people to visit that winery, whatever the case is. So that's what I like to do besides teaching. I love teaching. I hope that you like this class that I teach. I've changed it up a lot, and a lot of it is more or less about video content. But you'll see that in my next video. My next video will talk more strictly about the course. So this is my introduction. I'm very interested in getting to know every one of you. I hope to learn more about you guys, and I'll talk to you later this week. Thanks for watching.